Hi everybody, welcome back to Primp, Powder, Pout. So wedding season has well and truly kicked off. So I thought, like I do every year, it's time to get some bridal tutorials underway. I've obviously done bridal tutorials before, but each year, a new product comes out or a new technique that I discover sort of pops up, and so I like to sort of keep it fresh. So I'm going to be going with something that's a little bit classic. I have popped on my eye gel by Insta Natural, and this is going to help sort of tighten the skin around and also add some moisture, so it's going to minimize any fine lines, which I most definitely have. I also need to pop some moisturizer on, so I'm going to use my Purely Nourishing Moisturizer by Minerals, and I'm going to let that soak in for a moment. So moisturizing well before makeup application will help your makeup stay on. It will sort of work as a primer. The next thing I do when I'm doing bridal makeup is I pop on my makeup setting spray by Urban Decay, which is the all-nighter. You've heard me talk about this before, and I live by this. I cannot live without it. All my brides who have cried on their wedding day, their makeup never runs because they're wearing this. So you sort of give it a few pumps away from your face, and that's going to sort of help it set onto the skin. So it'll feel wet at first, but then it quickly dries. The next thing I'm going to use is my Porefessional by Benefit. Cannot live without this. I've got quite large pores because my skin's quite dry. It's getting old. So I'm going to pop it in places like the middle of my forehead. Basically my T-zone is where I get the most enlarged pores. Now, just like I do in all my videos, I do it on brides as well. I'm going to start with the eye makeup. I'm going to pop Bare Minerals Light 2 Concealer onto my eyes. You can see this one's heavily used. On my brides, I tend to use a brush when applying concealers, but on myself I find it easier just to use my fingers. Okay, so I'm going to start to sort of layer up, and I'm going to use, this is Omega by MAC. I'm going to start with that. This is just going to help sort of create some definition. So I'm going to go back and forth in the crease. Just staying in the crease, I'm not taking this all over the lid, and it'll just sort of blend it out. Next I'm going to take, I think this is All That Glitters or something like that. I'm going to take a little bit of that because I want a little bit of shimmer. It's got a little bit of a rosy tint. Just going to take that all over the lid. Next I'm going to take a lighter color, put a little bit on the inner eye and underneath the brow to help lift. Now I've got that base on. I'm just going to take another color. It's basically a couple shades darker than the Omega, so it's still sort of a slaty, cool color. And I'm going to define a little bit further in that crease. Next I'm going to take a black gel liner, and I'm going to create a flick, which I'll then probably buff out just a little bit. I'm going to pop a little bit of that glittery rose, shimmery rose right on top again. Okay, next I'm going to move on to my foundation. I'm going to use my Lancome Miracle Air Detent, and this color is in 01. And this is a very lightweight foundation, but it gives really great coverage. It's almost like a second skin. Next I'm going to conceal under the eyes again using my Light 2 by Bare Minerals. So going back to what I used before, using a buffing brush. This keeps it from going too heavy underneath the eyes, so you don't get that awful creasing. Okay, I'm going to lightly powder using my Light Mineralized Skin Finish by MAC. Then using my medium dark mineralized skin finish by MAC, I'm just going to warm up the skin a little bit. Underneath the eyes, I'm going to pop a little bit of that cool toned brownish gray again. You can hear my dog. Next, I'm going to curl my lashes. And then I tend to use my Kiko waterproof mascara. This one's the Ultra Tech. Then while that dries, I'm going to sort out my brows, and I'm going to use Omega by MAC, and I'm going to run that through. And then run through my Emphatically Blonde Pro Longwear Waterproof Brow Set. Just going to take a little pop of this goldy shimmer in the inner corners. Just a bit underneath the brow. To give myself that doe-eyed appearance, I'm going to use my NC15 NW20 MAC crayon, which can be used in the waterline. I'm going to pop a little bit more blusher on, and I'm going to use a bit of Trace Gold and a little bit of a little bit of Dainty here. So I'm going to pop the Dainty on first, which is the pink one. And then a little bit of that Trace Gold. Sweep it over the top. And then I'm going to do the lips. So with this, I want to go for a lovely pink. I'm going to be using my Color Elixir lip liner by Max Factor. This color is in Pink Princess. And then adding a little bit of Hot Shot Moxie Marvelous lip gloss over it. Just gonna enhance that pink. In this look, you could easily wear a nude lip color, or you could also wear a red. So it's really versatile, but I'm going for a pink just because that would be more of my style. And then to finish off the look, you take that All Nighter spray by Urban Decay again, and you spray it all over. 1, 2, 3. And there you go. That is one of my bridal looks coming up this summer, and this is a lovely one that can basically be worn with any sort of classic vintage dress. You can change up the lips however you want. I went for pink, but you can do whatever you like. The eyes are quite neutral, so it's quite versatile. Yeah, so I hope you guys enjoyed that. Don't forget to subscribe and like, and I shall see you in the next tutorial. Thanks, bye.